Welcome to Bet the House. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Bet the House, Week 6 NFL Picks. I'm your host, as always, Club, and this is my brother, Gibby. What up, Gib?
Gibby?
That's disgusting. If you've watched previous episodes, Winnie's no longer with us. He's been fired. He actually died. Cancer. Horrible thing. But let's get right back. Let's get right into it. Let's recap last week. And I'm back, baby. I am back. Back-to-back minus 12 unit weeks before this week. This week, plus 12 units.
Plus 12.
Plus 12.03 units. I went 9 for 13 on picks. 69%. 69. I was just fire. I hit a 6-leg parlay. Titans, Patriots, Bills, 49ers, Bucks, Chiefs. I hit my dog, Cowboys, plus 180. I hit my bet of the week, Patriots, minus 3 units. And then I went 7 for 11 on my other picks. Just killer. Ride me. And it is for a reason that I'm doing so well.
Killer performance.
It's fucking sober October, baby. And I'm fucking smooth. Yo, I don't even have my headphones on, I just realized.
Oh my God.
Look at that, just on the top of my head.
No wonder you can't tell how loud you fucking are.
Yeah, now
Jesus
I'm walking.
Christ.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking screaming. Oh,
So loud.
Yeah, we should have turned down these more. But yeah, too bad, people. I'm screaming in your face this week. And yeah, the reason is because I'm in sober October. I'm fucking 12 days clean off everything, the dope, the fucking cigarettes, the fucking booze. And I'm sharp as a whistle. Sharp as a fucking whistle. I'm not picking every game. I'm picking the best bets. And I've got 10 or 11 on my fucking sheet here. And I'll probably throw 1 or 2 in off the gut. But,
yeah, I'm not built for sober October, so.
Yeah, no, he's doing the opposite. He's trying to not remember October.
Hammered every day.
That's what I'm doing in November. Can't remember November, but.
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I'm doing it.
Can't remember November.
Yeah. To recap Gibby's week, tough one, but not horrendous. He was 4 for 12, 33%, which is pretty tough, but only minus 3.63 units because he did hit his bet of the week. He hit the 49ers minus 6.5, and he hit his dog Texans plus 300, and then he also happened to hit the Jets plus 160 as well. So he did all right. Year to date, for Gibby, he's 29 of 74, 39%, which is pretty tough. Minus 10.87 units. I mean, could be worse. I was worse last week before I hit plus 12 units. Now I'm 40 for 91, 44%, and minus 5.63 units. So another big week this week, folks, and I'm in the fucking green again. Let's go. With that, should we fucking get her going and moving and just move into it? All right, and we haven't picked the Thursday week the last few weeks because I've been lazy on the edit, but fucking sober October, boys. I'm full of energy, I'm full of motivation. So we're picking the Thursday game, and I'm getting this out Thursday morning. Thursday, October 13th, 8:15 p.m. We've got the Washington Commanders going on the road to the Chicago Bears, who is the worst team in the league. I'm not saying the Bears. The winner or the loser of this team will be the worst team. Commanders are minus 105, Bears minus 115. The spread is 1. The over-under's 38. I'll jump out and say it. I'm going to take the Commanders. And I don't love it. I'm going to take the money line, minus 105. Like, forget the 1 point spread. I just think the Bears have 2 wins, and they probably feel a little bit better about themselves, where the Commanders only have 1, and they kind of need this one. Their division's running away with it. The NFC Beast. 5-0 Eagles, 4-1 Giants, 4-1 Cowboys. I think Washington's just a little bit better than they've looked. Their offense should be a bit better. Like, they do have a good wide receiver core. They have a pretty good backfield, especially with Brian Robinson back, who got shot twice and now he's back. Like, the Bears are abysmal. Like, name me 3 players on the Bears.
Justin Fields, Daryl Mooney.
Dave Montgomery. Roquan Smith on the defense. Yeah, I can name a few more, but, like, their number 1 option at wide receiver was a 5th round pick. Darnell Mooney.
He was disgusting.
He is pretty good, but he'd be awesome as like a number 2 option in a really good, in like a real.
I think he'd be a stud on a good team.
You think it's just Justin Fields can't throw the football?
Yeah.
Okay, well, regardless, I am going to take the Commanders. I don't love it, but you just got to take all the primetime games. So Commanders minus 105.
All right, here's my take. I do love it. I love the Commanders. They're an underdog going against the Bears. Like, the Commanders, this is a must win. Rivera's going to get fired. He doesn't want to get fired. He's a good coach. You see what he came out and said? They asked him, they're like, well, you're in a pretty tough division. Everyone seems to be doing a bit better than you guys. Like, you were all in a rebuild, and it seems like they're just one step ahead. It's like, what's the reason for that? All he says? Quarterback.
Carson Wentz, he just shit on him, eh?
He just says quarterback. One word. Although, like, you got Cooper Rush and Danny Dimes on the other 2 4-1 teams, so.
Yeah. I know. Jalen Hurts looking like an MVP candidate, and like people were shitting on him like last year.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I was one of them. But yeah, is that pretty much all we got? Like,
but yeah, with that being said,
don't watch this game if you don't have like a rooting interest or like you bet heavily on it. Like,
with that being said,
I don't know. Watch some MLB playoffs or something. Like, don't watch Thursday Night Football.
I think the Commanders blow them out. This is like one of my most confident picks.
Really?
I'm putting 2 units on Washington Monday.
2 units. I'm sticking with 1. I almost went half, but I'll stick with 1. All right, but moving on to the meat. Sunday, October 16th, 1 p.m. No London game this week, thank God.
Sir.
I don't know if I can do another 14-hour fucking football day.
Oh,
all right, first game on our card, and it's me and Gibby head-to-head. Our teams. His Baltimore Ravens, minus 220, going on the road. Coming home to the New York Football Giants. Plus 190. Spread is 5.5. Over-under's 45. And this is a fucking easy pick, boys. One team's 4-1, one's 3-2. 4-1 team's a massive underdog. Like, that just doesn't make any sense, does it? Giants plus 5.5 all day. Take it to the bank.
Yeah, I'll put a unit on Ravens minus 5.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's just because they're your team, though. Giants have been making me money. I think I've made money on them every week. Because even the game they lost, I think they hit the spread. Would they lose to the Cowboys by? Maybe not. But they've been making me money hand over fist. I've had them as bet of the house. I think once or twice, both times hit. Or if it was once it hit. This should be an interesting game. The Giants do have a frisky defense. Brian Daboll's a great offensive coach, so he's getting the most out of our offense. And, I mean, it is probably the best team we've played. We do probably lose, but I do think I think they keep it to a field goal. I love the plus 5.5.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe number.
Yeah, like Ravens probably win. Like, I don't hate Ravens in parlays and stuff, but I do think there's a better than 50% chance that the Giants either keep it close or even outright win. Yeah, moving on.
Maybe.
Nothing else to say?
No.
All right, moving on. We've got big underdog, or big, like, spread or whatever. We got the minus 400 Buccaneers going on the road to the Steelers, plus 320. Tough draw for the Steelers, getting the Bills-Bucks back-to-back weeks. Sorry, burping on water. Spread's plus 8 and the over-under's 44. And I didn't have anything on this game. The Bucs are killing me taking them spread. Like, they just keep everything close. But then at the same time, the Steelers might be the worst team in football. I don't know. It's tough to say. The over-under's a weird line. Like, I don't hate the under, but the Bucs are just due to have like a 35-point game. Like, they have all their receivers back. Tom Brady. Steelers defense is shit. I thought it was going to be last week against the Falcons, but I guess the Falcons defense is a lot friskier than the Steelers defense without TJ Watt.
Yeah.
So it could be the week the Bucs like have their paw. I feel like I'm going to skip it this week. I feel like I bet the Bucs spread minus money a bunch of times. They keep losing me money. This is the one week I'm going to take it off, and they're going to win by 30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm still going to take it off, but if I had to choose, I'd take the minus 8.
I feel like the analytics here are telling me to go with the under. Steelers don't score, and neither do the Bucs, really. They put up 21 against Atlanta.
Yeah, this could easily be like a 21-3. Bucs still cover the spread, but the under's free as fuck.
I'm going to throw a half unit on the under.
Yeah, half unit. All right. Let's move on, because that's kind of a shitty game. Should be kind of boring. To a more fun game, in my opinion. Although I love one side of it. We've got the minus 130 Bengals going on the road to the plus 110 Saints. Saints in the Superdome, which everyone knows they're always dangerous. Jameis probably going to be back. The spread's 2.5. Over-under's 43.5. And I'm going to come right out and say it. I think the Saints are a bad football team. I think the Bengals are a good football team. There's no way this line should be this close. I'm taking the Bengals plus 2.5. Or minus 2.5, sorry.
This is a game.
I think Bengals smack.
This is a game that I can totally see the Saints winning.
You think? You think the Bengals are going to go down to 2-4?
I can see it.
Bengals need this, man.
So do the Saints.
The Saints aren't a playoff team, in my opinion. Like, I think they should be trying to fucking lose games and get a draft pick.
I don't know. I think they're pretty close. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Kamara's going to run all over that defense with Taysom Hill.
Maybe, but Bengals red zone defense is awesome. Like, I could see Saints kicking like a shit ton of field goals.
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Yeah, okay, it's a good pass. Next up, we've got this is another game I have a strong opinion on. Minus 165 Vikings going on the road to the Dolphins, plus 140. Spread is 3, over-unders 45.5. And I don't think the Vikings are a good football team. I know they're 4-1. The only team they lost to was the Eagles, who a lot of people are putting as like their best team, top 3 team or whatever. But I just do not trust the Vikings. They are at the 1 o'clock slate, which is like Kirk Cousins' bread and butter when no one's watching him. But I think the Dolphins are a good team. Like, obviously, through 3 weeks, people were saying, like, Dolphins' best team in the league. I don't think Tua is that good of a quarterback. The only reason I think they were so bad last week is because Teddy Bridgewater got pulled after one play, and they had some bum, like, third-string quarterback play. But Teddy didn't even get a concussion. The only reason they pulled him is because of the bullshit that happened with Tua. Teddy's going to be good to go. Teddy's the king of covering spreads. He's like some crazy fucking number, like 26-4 in his career, like something stupid. So I'm all over that. Give me Dolphins plus 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a back-to-back pass for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if Teddy's going to play.
I like you, never mind. I was going to say I like you staying off your division, but neither of those teams are in your division.
Well, the Bengals are.
No, I just mean Vikings, Dolphins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a pass for me.
It's going to be a pass.
I don't like it.
I don't want the pass. The over-under's impossible to pick, I think, in that one. 45.5. Really tough to say. Next up, we've got the 49ers minus 240 going on the road to the Falcons plus 200. Spread is 5.5. Over-under's 43.5. And the Falcons are a frisky football team. They just seem to keep things close. They should have beat the Bucs, really. They got completely dog-fucked on one of the worst calls I've ever seen in football. Like, guy just tackled Tom Brady. It was almost as bad as what was the other one we watched?
The fucking Chris Jones.
Oh, the fucking Chris Jones where he landed on fucking Derek Carr.
Perfect strip sack.
Strip sack. It was so dumb. But talking on this game, I do think the 49ers are a good team, and I think they're going to be hard to score on. And the 49ers, they either score like no points or they've kind of popped a little bit against bad defenses. I think they scored like 27 against the Seahawks. They murked the Panthers last week, like 38 points. But I do think the Falcons are friskier, and I think this game goes under. I think under 43.5 is pretty good. Falcons put up like 7, 10, if that, on the 49ers. I do think the 49ers are maybe the best defense in the league. And then 49ers, I don't think they'll need to score more than 21. So I think it just kind of sits around like 30, 35 points.
Yeah, I think this game will not be close. I don't think they're going to blow them out because I don't think they're going to score more than 28 points. But I could see like a fucking 21-7 game here. It's going to be a boring game. I'm gonna take a shot on. I'm going to put my hope in the 49ers. I'm going to put a unit on that spread.
Yeah, taking the minus 5.5?
Yeah, fuck the Falcons.
You going to touch the under too? Or
no.
Just the way you described the game, it sounded like you thought it was going under, but... No?
No.
Okay. Next up, we've got the frisky fucking New York Jets. Plus 270, though. Still not getting much respect. Going on the road to the Packers in Lambeau. Minus 3. Is that minus 300? I can't read your writing.
340.
Minus 340. The spread is 7. The over-under is 46. And I don't think I'm going to pick this game because I don't love 7. That's like a pretty wide spread. But to me, it'll be a fucking cold day in hell when Aaron Rodgers gets swept by New York. Like, there's no way in my lifetime the fucking historically bad New York Giants and the historically bad New York Jets, like at least over the last decade, beat Aaron Rodgers with the best defense he's ever had. They lost to the Giants, and I'm sure he's pissed. They're going to go out and beat the Jets at home for sure. I do think the Jets are cocky and confident. I do think they put up a fight, so I could see them maybe losing by like a field goal or something like that. So I'm not going to touch this game. But when we come back to like parlays and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to have the Packers in a parlay.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is a fucking bitch.
Definitely bitch.
Talking shit on his fucking best defender. Best player on the team. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Jair?
Yeah, I'm throwing a hat.
He wasn't really talking shit. I didn't think that interview was too bad.
Well, he just thinks he's so fucking sick. I fucking can't stand him.
He
Holy
does.
Fuck.
Man, I was thinking about that today. He sucks and I hate him. And he's always talked about leaving Green Bay. Fuck, would I love him to come to New York.
Yeah,
the Giants, Daniel Jones.
He doesn't like anybody on his team.
He'd like Saquon Barkley. But yeah, no, he is a real prick, but he's still fucking really good at football.
Yeah.
He's still old Patrick Mahomes.
I'm going to put a half unit on the Jet spread just out of spite of hating Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I hate that bet, but I don't mind. It's half unit. Moving on to the run heaviest game of all time. We've got the plus 130 Patriots going on the road to the Browns minus 150. Spread is 3, over-under's 42.5. And don't think about it, folks. Bet the under. Under 42.5 is free. These teams are never going to throw the ball. Like, they both have good, or I guess the Browns defense is pretty bad, but I just think they're going to, the Patriots aren't going to throw the ball. Like, they're going to run the fuck out of the ball. And then the Browns, the Patriots defense is pretty good. So I think they'll stop the throw pretty well. And then I just think it's going to be a run fest. And that chews the fuck out of the clock. And I don't think it'll be that many points. I think under 42.5 is pretty, I could see it going over in a weird world where the Patriots offense actually moves the ball decent on the Browns, just because the Browns defense has looked pathetic. But if the Browns have a good game plan at home, they're going to run the ball, chew the clock, and then should hit the under.
Yeah, this is definitely an under pass. I don't like the line. I don't like the fucking spread.
I don't hate Patriots money line. Little dog shot there.
Yeah.
I just think the Patriots defense is so much friskier than the Browns, and then their offenses are very similar. Like, obviously the Browns run game is better, but their coaching is much worse. So it's kind of like I don't know. I don't hate the shot. I feel like the Pats are pretty frisky.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a close game. I don't want to pick a winner, but I'll ride the under.
Yeah, okay. Both on the under 42.5. Last game on the 1 o'clock slate, we've got, this is puke worthy. We've got what we thought were a good football team, the Jags, plus 110, going on the road to the Colts, minus 130. Spread is 2.5, over-under's 41.5. And first things first, how about us thinking the Jags were good? Pretty funny. Like, they smacked a couple teams, they beat the fuck out of the Chargers. I think that was the one where everyone's like, shit, 38-10. But week 1, they lost to the Washington Commanders. And this past week, they lost to the Houston Texans. That's bad. Like, if you have those 2 losses on your schedule, like, you cannot be above 500 team. And the Colts look like they're going to get Jonathan Taylor back. I know they're not great, but they're at home. They did beat the Chiefs earlier, a couple weeks ago. I'm probably still not going to pick a side because the Jags are just like, 1 week they look really good, 1 week they look really bad. Same with the Colts, actually, so you just never know what could happen. What I do know is that neither team's going to score shit. I'm taking the under 41.5.
Yeah, I'm going to put
under 41.5. I had this at under 42 earlier, but that's okay.
I'm going to put a unit on the Jags money line. I think Matt Ryan is done. He won't play another fucking season in the NFL. Mm-hmm. It's dog shit. I remember last year when the Colts had to beat the Jags to make the playoffs.
Just careful hitting the arm with your arm. Just shakes the mic, makes a weird noise.
I just remember when the Colts had to beat the Jags to make the playoffs. They got fucking bodied. So I'm going to put a unit on the Jags money line. Fuck the Colts.
I like that. I definitely fucking hate the Colts. I definitely want the Jags to win. But I'm not putting my money on it. Just the under. I'm a fucking unders king, boys. Sunday, 4 o'clock games. Or we're still on Sunday, but now on to the afternoon games. First up, we've got the Cardinals going on the road to the Seahawks. Cardinals minus 140, Seahawks plus 120. Spreads 2.5. Over-under's 51.5, which is a lot. But this is an interesting game, right? Like, the Cardinals probably should have taken that game to OT against the Eagles if their kicker could kick. Was like a 42-yarder he missed to tie the game. So Cardinals are starting to put it together, and before the season, you definitely would have said they were like a top 10, top 12 team, like frisky good kind of thing. And the Seahawks before the season, you would have said like bottom 5 team. But Seahawks look frisky. They're at home. They do have a really good home advantage. This is a tough one. I don't think I had Seahawks plus 3 written down, and I scratched it out. I think I'm going to pass. I don't think I've passed enough games. And I just don't want to watch this game either, really. But at the same time, Geno Smith, they all wrote. He didn't write back, son. Shit. Nah, I'm passing.
Yeah, this is a big fat pass for me.
Big fat pass? Okay, we'll move on then. Next game, we've got another one of the big... Is this the biggest spread on the day? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Panthers plus 380, Rams minus 490. Spread is 10.5. Over-under's 40.5. And the Rams getting way too much respect. Like, I feel like... So 2 weeks ago, they lost kind of pathetically. Couldn't score a touchdown. And everyone was like, all right, well, this week's a get-right game. Well, then they fucking sucked again this week. Lost to the Cowboys.
Rams suck. I won't bet
the Rams, yeah, the Rams suck. They scored 10 points on the Bills. They scored 10 points on the Cowboys. They scored 9 points on the 49ers. Like, if your defense is like, I mean, I guess the 49ers did score a ton on the Panthers, but 10.5 is rude. Like, that's a touchdown and a field goal loss, and you still hit the bet. Give me Panthers plus 10.5.
Yeah, I'm all over that as well.
Yeah.
On that.
That's easy. And then America's Game of the Week, for sure. This is two powerhouses. Well, I'm sure we'll see this in the AFC Championship, NFC. I always forget the conferences, but AFC Championship. I'm sure we'll see. We saw it last year. I'm sure we'll see it again. Bills on the road to the Chiefs. Bills minus 145. Chiefs plus 125. Spread is 2.5. Over under's 53.5, which is high. Don't think about it though. Hit the over. This game you could have told me it was 65.5. I'd take the over. Like, and if it doesn't hit, take my money. I guess it wasn't as fun a game as I thought it was gonna be. But come on, people. Bills, Chiefs. Literally, what was the fucking score in the playoffs last year? It was like 1,000 to 1,000. Yeah, give or take. So I'm taking the over as my only bet. I do actually like the Chiefs as like Chiefs underdog at home. I know the Bills have looked like a powerhouse, but they've really only beat up on bad teams. Like they kind of beat the shit out of bad teams, and then good teams they play pretty close. Like lost to the Dolphins, barely beat the Ravens. I feel like the Chiefs is by far the best team they played, and the Chiefs probably go out there and beat them. But actually, I'm kind of talking myself. Oh, you know what? We'll come back to it, but that's gonna be my dog of the week. I won't take them for this, but yeah, I'm taking the over, and then we'll get back to it.
Yeah, I'm also riding the over. This is a fucking tough game. Like, I do think the Bills win for sure.
Yeah.
It's the Bills.
For sure?
It's the Bills' year. They want that fucking revenge game. I think they could go out there and I think they might go out there and blow them out, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, they definitely could. I mean, their defense is much improved, and
I can't see the Chiefs stopping that offense, and I'm sure the Chiefs will score 21
points,
so
and
the
now
over's free.
Gabe Davis is getting loose, so like Gabe Davis was on the team last year, but he wasn't utilized as much, so you got to think the Bills' offense is like slightly improved with Josh Allen another year under his belt and Gabe Davis looking better. Chiefs and then their defense is way better. Where the Chiefs are probably slightly... I mean, people thought they were going to have a big regression losing Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's been
just made
pretty
Travis
small.
Kelce that much better.
Yeah. And Valdez and Juju, like they have a better like core now, kind of, instead of just like two guys.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to...
Juju's been trash,
He needs
though.
to figure out who his number one wide receiver is.
I feel like it's Valdez-Scantling. I feel like... Or it should be. Like Valdez... Or I don't know, fuck. We'll move on. We don't want to talk about this game too long. On to the Sunday night game. This is a great one. NFC Beast. Really hoping the Cowboys can get this one done, just so that my Giants, if they win, are in first place or tied for first place. We've got the Cowboys plus 190 at the Eagles minus 230. Spread is 5. Over-under's 42.5. And the Eagles haven't played anybody, man. Like, we were like, yo, the Jags are pretty good. They fucking beat the Jags by 8. Dude, the Jags suck. The Jags just scored 6 points against the Houston Texans. I know you can't, football math doesn't work, kind of like fighting math, but the Eagles just haven't played a good team, and the Cowboys are fucking good. Cooper Rush has found his groove. That defense is fucking legit as fuck. Like, probably best D-line in the league. And I would say definitely best defensive player in the league, at least the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And Michael Parsons. Micah Parsons? Parsons.
Michael.
So I don't hate a shot on the... Like, I had the Cowboys as my dog of the week last week at plus 180. Don't hate them as my dog of the week this week at plus 190, but I'm going to take the points. I am going to take the plus 5. And you know what? This is a double bet game for me. I'm going to take the under 42.5 as well. Both these teams are led by their defense. The Eagles' offense is probably a bit better, but the Cowboys' defense is just that good that I don't see Jalen Hurts scoring more than... I don't see the winning team scoring more than 21. Maybe 24 points. So yeah, for that reason, I'm under.
Yeah, I think this is a dog or pass, in my opinion. Dak might be back. We don't really know yet. I don't think it matters.
No, I think he's not. I think he'll be one more week. I think that's what.
Yeah, I don't even think it matters. I think this is Philly's first loss. I'm putting Edo on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Straight up.
Straight up.
Nice. All right, final game of the week, and it's sickening the Broncos have this many fucking primetime games. Like being probably the worst team to watch in the league, I'd say. Like even the Houston Texans, you can be like, well, their rookie running back's fucking electric as fuck. Davis Mills has a draft neck. That's cool. Their defense is frisky. Like the Broncos are so gross to watch. Let's Broncos, let's ride. Like, buddy, fucking die already. Like, you stink. Broncos plus 190, Chargers minus 230, spread is 5, over-under is 45.5, and give me the Broncos plus 5. After I just shit on their face, I do think the Chargers are super overrated. They're also injured as fuck. Who's their stud lineman? Joey Bosa?
Yeah.
He's out for, like, basically the season, or definitely he's missing, like, 2 months or something. I don't know. He won't be playing in this game. And, I mean, the Broncos just, eventually they have to look somewhat decent, don't they? I don't know. I don't love this bet, honestly. It makes me want to puke, but...
Yeah, well, this will help.
I'm going to take the Broncos plus 5.
This will help. I'm going Broncos money line. Unit shot on the Broncos money line.
Yeah? You're taking back-to-back plus 190s, eh?
Yeah, back-to-back. The Chargers defense is fucking fraudulent.
Oh, it's for, like, I was looking at their games. They've given up so many, like, week 1 they beat the Chiefs, gave up 24, but week 1 you can throw in the garbage most of the time.
The Broncos just need to figure out their offense a little bit this game.
Yeah, just a little bit.
They can hold the Chargers to fucking 20 points.
It hurts that Javonte Williams isn't there, because if he was, I do think they, like, crushed the Chargers and just run the ball down their throat. Now their running backs are pretty fucking suspect, in Melvin, Fumble, Gordon, and...
also starting rest this week, so Bronco Country.
You're running them?
Let's ride.
Let's ride. You're running them for fantasy. That's classic. That's a pretty puke-worthy game. Like, that's an ugly... Man, this is probably the worst week for primetime, right? With Commanders, Commanders, Bears Thursday is disgusting. And then Broncos, Chargers Monday night's pretty disgusting. Sunday night's fun, but we've had better ones with, like, some of the Chiefs. Like, Chiefs Raiders was great. Cowboys Eagles will be great, but it could be low scoring. So it could be, like, kind of boring in that way if you're not, like, a real football fan that likes defense. But if you're someone just chasing points, it could be boring. That's all the games. We can move on to, like, our extra picks. I think we're gonna Gibby. You can throw in a loser survivor if you want, but Winnie's done. So Gibby officially wins the survivor pool and the loser survivor pool. Congratulations.
Okay.
Do you want to throw one out there? You've taken what? Just the Steelers so far?
Yeah.
So they're the only ones not on your board. They'd be another great pick again this week against the Bucs.
All right, listen to this. Rams.
Oh, I like it. I like just taking, like, crazy ones. All right, Rams to lose against the Panthers. They're the biggest favorite on the card. That's hilarious. Up next, how do we want to do this? We got our primetime parlay. We got our money line parlay. Are we doing Surgical 6?
Surgical 6.
Yeah, so we got our primetime parlay, our Surgical 6, our dog of the week, and our bet the house. Let's do it in that order. We'll start with our primetime parlay. So, 1 pick from the Thursday game, 1 pick from the Sunday night game, 1 pick from the Monday night game. Thursday, what are you thinking? Like,
Commanders money line. Don't have to think about it.
Yeah, I'm same thing. Let's just go on. So we're both taking Commanders money line Sunday night. What do you think?
I took the Cowboys earlier.
Plus 190 is a lot for a parlay. Could take the points.
I'm gonna go for a reverse swap. I'm gonna take Philly's money line.
Yeah, for the parlay minus 230. I mean, kind of a weird thing to do as far as just, like, trying to win a lot of money, but I mean, I somewhat respect it. I'm gonna take I took the under and the plus 5 in that game, so it's like, which one do I like better? I don't really want to be cheering that hard for the Cowboys, so I'm just going to take the under 42.5. And then to the Monday night game.
Ain't no reverse here. Broncos country.
Let's
ride.
Money line? All right, I'll stick with the spread. Broncos plus 5. So that's Gibby's got the Commanders, the Eagles, and the Broncos, all money line. I've got Commanders money line, under in the Cowboys, Eagles, and Broncos plus 5. All right, on to the Surgical 6.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Bucket with Trent, shout out.
Yeah, shout out Bucket with Trent. 6-leg money line parlay. I hit mine last week. I don't know if I mentioned it. If I didn't, it was... where was it here? It was Titans minus 145, Patriots minus 155, Bills minus 900, 49ers minus 225, Bucks minus 425, Chiefs minus 340. That was plus 6.13 units. You're welcome. And this week, I'll start mine off. I'm going to take the Bucks minus 400 against the Steelers. I'm going to take the Bengals minus 130 against the Saints. I'm going to take the 49ers minus 240 against the Falcons. I'm going to take the Packers minus 340 against the Jets. I'm going to take the Patriots plus 130 against the Browns. And I'm going to take the Chiefs plus 125 against the Bills. That's my surgical 6.
All right, I'm riding with Washington again. Riding with my Ravens.
Minus 220.
I'm riding with the Bucks.
Yep.
Ride the Niners.
Ride the Niners minus 240. 2 more. 2 more.
I'll ride the Cards.
Cardinals minus 140. I like that.
And Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Man, I really hope you hit those first 5 and it comes down to Broncos and you've got like 17 bets on the Broncos money line. That'll be great. And cheering for Russell Wilson. That'll be really funny.
Oh, I'm all in.
That'll be great if the Chargers just pound them. All right, so that's our surgical 6. On to our dog of the week. I kind of teased a couple of mine and I threw one, like, I like the Pats plus 130. I like the Chiefs plus 125. But I'm gonna go back to back. Same team I picked last week. They made me good money, and I think there's a good chance they can make me good money again. And I've been talked off of it already in my own head. I was about to take the Cowboys, but I've just got too much riding on the Cowboys this week. Instead, Dolphins plus 140. I think the Vikings are frauds. I think Teddy Bridgewater's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. City boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dolphins plus 140.
This is one I wanted to bet, but I resisted, so I will take it now. I'm going to take the Saints money line.
Saints plus 110. That's good. It would have been really funny if you said Broncos country. That's right. Final pick. We've got our bets of the week. Usually multi-unit bet, just because you're betting that fucking house, baby.
I'm all in on the Washington Commanders. Put another fucking 3 units down.
Yeah, 3 units. Washington Commanders money line. Are you going to take the 1 point?
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, okay. Minus 105. What am I thinking for my best bet? I do really like the Dolphins plus 3, but that'd be a lot riding on them. There's a few unders I really like. I'm fucking debating things here. Bet of the week, man. I'm struggling here. Sorry, folks. I should have been better prepared. Damn, I am going to stick with the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins plus 3. I just think, at home especially, I think they should, like, home dogs are just, that's got to be, if you bet every home dog for the whole year, you probably make money, so Dolphins plus 3. And that's a wrap.
Right.
I hope you enjoyed the fucking new condenser mics. It might take us a couple weeks to get them dialed in. We might be a little loud this week, but, yeah, the fucking boys are back.
Club's 5-0 in fantasy.
Yeah, I'm 5-0 in fantasy, and I'm trying to trade for Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry. Fucking get on my back. I also made plus 12 units this week because I'm fucking sober, so probably ride my dick for the next 3 weeks, and then November hits and probably fade my ass. Yeah. So
I'm 3-2, sitting in the last playoff spot. So
yeah, we'll fucking see you next week, folks. Enjoy the football.
Yeah.
Deuces.
That's a hot fucking coffee, guys. This